Well, the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power issued a press release last Friday saying unexpected summer rainfall has provided sufficient water in the Los Angeles aqueduct system for the LADWP to continue irrigation in Owens Valley through the end of August. Now, continued irrigation in the absence of any savings elsewhere, the press release states, is only possible because Los Angeles' extreme reduction in water exports from the Eastern Sierra. Said LA Aqueduct Manager Jim Yanata, quote, "This weather could not have come at a better time. These rains are providing much needed water that will help LADWP to continue irrigation through August," end quote. Now, earlier, the press release notes in this extremely dry year, LADWP recognized that there might be insufficient water supplies from the Los Angeles Aqueduct to meet all water demands in the Owens Valley and the city of Los Angeles. Long-term water agreement between the city of Los Angeles and Inyo County protects two end goals: providing a reliable source of water for Los Angeles and protecting the Owens Valley environment. The agreement also contemplates the parties approving a program to provide a reasonable amount of reduction in irrigation water supply for Los Angeles-owned lands in the Owens Valley and for enhancement and mitigation programs during periods of dry year water shortages. Consequently, the press release states the technical group and the standing committee have attempted to evaluate and provide reasonable reductions in other areas to reallocate water for irrigation during the 2015 runoff year. Although the city and the county have not yet agreed to any reductions in the EM projects, the city of Los Angeles has almost entirely reduced the Owens Valley water supply to customers during this irrigation season. LADWP also recently received preliminary draft runoff data and field information relating to water availability after the storms. And the press release states, although department management is verifying all information, LADWP is confident that there is sufficient water for irrigation in the Owens Valley through the end of August. And the first step toward the environmental impact report on the Owens Lake Master Project was taken last Wednesday afternoon in Bishop. LADWP held a scoping meeting outlining the project elements and potential impacts of dust mitigation and habitat development on the 110 square mile dry lake. The second meeting will be held this Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. at Statham Hall in Lone Pine. Now, the approximately 20 community members were acutely familiar with the 10-year project, with the primary goal of reducing the amount of water required to control dust by 50%. Advisory groups have worked with LADWP to assure habitat values, public access, and recreational opportunities are incorporated into the project. LADWP's Julie Wagner provided an overview of the project, including approved dust control measures and those currently being tested. Now, the deadline for comments is August 7th. The EIR is scheduled for completion by next summer, with the findings published during the winter of 2016. Presentation material is available on the Inyo County website. Well, Deb Murphy filed this story for Sierra Wave Media. Bishop Police Department Chief Chris Carter made it official at last Monday's City Council meeting. He's going to retire at the end of September. Carter said it's something he's been contemplating for quite a while and said that in a phone interview. The timing of the announcement, 2.5 months before his official exit, was based on convenience to give the city of Bishop enough lead time to develop a succession plan. He and his wife plan on staying in Bishop, where Carter has served the Bishop Police Department for 12 years. After 12 years in law enforcement, I'm ready to devote time to just living, Carter said. City Council member and former Bishop Police Department Chief Joe Pexi hired Carter, bringing him in as a police officer in 2003. I envisioned him a first and second line supervisor, Pexi said. Carter moved up the ranks to sergeant, lieutenant, and then chief in 2010. Pexi noted he had 18 years in Barstow, had his education, he fit all the criteria, he's done a fine job as chief. Pexi added the department looks and acts professional, and he's seen to their equipment needs and training. Carter said, I'm going to miss the people. They bust their butts. I was fortunate to have good people. They provide a great level of service. It's been a seamless ride. Now, in terms of accomplishments during his tenure as chief, Carter said the department was in good standing when he came in. His accomplishment was simply maintaining the same level of professionalism. And Deb Murphy also filed this story. A Few details are available on the Kingston subdivision, the subject of a public hearing at last Monday's Bishop City Council meeting. That 15-home development is planned for the 2.75-acre parcel now occupied by Bishop Nursery on Home Street. The only specifics available are outlined on the tentative track map showing a single street, 42 feet wide, running west off Home Street with lots ranging from 5,100 to 8,300 square feet. The proposed grading and utility plan includes pad sizes of 4,100.4.3 acre feet on each lot. Now that pad size does not mean the homes will be that size, according to City of Bishop Planning Director Gary Schley. Second public meeting will be held at the Bishop City Council's August 10th meeting, with August 15th the deadline for written comments. You can see more on these stories on our website, sierrawave.net. And coming up this weekend, another great party at the Village at Mammoth, Village Fest. Sierra Wave Media's Rob Gill filed this story.
Village Fest is July 24th, 25th, and 26th. It is the world's highest barbecue cook-off, and I hope everybody comes out. We've got some great bands for 3 days coming out. We've got a Jimi Hendrix band, Pink Floyd, and a great country western lineup on Saturday.
Fantastic. Now, what's the cost to get into Village Fest?
Well, it's absolutely free. It's a free concert. It's a free event. The only thing you pay for are the ribs and the food that you want to eat, and our beer and wine garden. That's what supports the whole event. So come on out and support us. This is our 12th year, and we love our guests, and we want you all to come out.
Join us on Friday, July 24th through Sunday, the 26th, for the 12th annual Mammoth Village Fest, dubbed the world's highest rib cook-off. This free 3-day event takes place at the Village at Mammoth, where you can check out delicious dishes from local restaurants that are vying for the title of Best Ribs. Chicken and chili with an enormous crawdad boil on Sunday. Also enjoy concerts each night by world-class musicians, a beer and wine garden, and a whole lot more. It all starts Friday, July 24th at 4 p.m. with a chili cook-off with music by Lava Moon, Bald Eagles Band, and Pink Floyd. On Saturday at high noon, 13 restaurants duel for the title of Best in the Sierra. Dance with Tina Michelle and the Rhinestone Cowboys starting at 7:30. Don't miss Sunday's Crawdad and Cajun Cuisine Special. And make sure and stick around for Purple Haze, the Jimi Hendrix Tribute Band. This free event is brought to you by Doorstep Deliveries, the Town of Mammoth Lakes, and Measure U. Get your VIP tickets for just $30. See the full music lineup and complete listing of sponsors by going to mammothvillagefest.com.
All right, always fun to be had at the Village at Mammoth. We'll be back in a few moments.